Hello viewers, and welcome to my space car. This will change soon. I need a bit of a theme, don't I? Something that's a bit more Christmassy, stuff like that. Hello Gary, yay! That's a way to kick off a Monday evening. I just had some dramas which delayed the stream by a few minutes again. Someone tried to hack one of my accounts, it seems. So it was just a big palaver of trying to get into my account so I could get my games working. And of course we should have a bit of rally background, shouldn't we? What have we got here? Let's go for a bit of that. And of course you join me driving along. Now of course you get me at 60 FPS. There we are, 60 FPS camera action. The Christmas lights will come. There will be something Christmassy going on. I'm just figuring out now how it should be. There's always an idea. There's always an idea going on. Some may not work. Some may work. If you've ever watched my videos, here comes Greg and Mr. 30 LCK. Nice to see you. And Leo. Great. Everybody coming on for a bit of rally today. I put the whole stream onto YouTube from the other day as well, just to see what. Oh, epic! Yeah, you know, the same thing happened to my Uplay account. So my Uplay, people used to attempt to log into it all the time. Eventually, somebody did log into it. I couldn't log into it, and then they took my VVV Gamer name, they changed it, renamed their own account as VVV Gamer, and so I couldn't use VVV Gamer anymore. So, and when I went to Ubisoft and I said, look, someone's taken my brand account, if you like, and they're like, oh, we can't help you. I was like, great. So that was that. That's a Uplay for you. So when you lose your account on Uplay, it's a massive pain in the arse, and that's it. They just don't care. But yeah, always important to get that password changed every now and again as well. So that's all good. Trying to balance the old music here a little bit. There we are. And yeah, as I say, pretty soon. I say equipment's taking a little longer to sort out than before. I've been working on the camera for the old feet. So let's get the old game on now. So back to playing the actual game now. Is there much difference in the WRC cars in the game? There is, but it's subtle. Very subtle. And what's brilliant about the way they've set the cars up in WRC is I couldn't tell you one is quicker than the others. They're just different. They're just different basically, and they have different handling characteristics. The Toyota slides more. The Ford has again a bit more sliding than the Hyundai. Not stable on the jumps, but it's very responsive. The older cars, it depends on the car you're driving. Let's just jump in here for a second. Oh no, it's this one. So we've got our foot camera now. I've made it a bit brighter. Let's see if we can brighten it any more. I'm just going to try this while we're... Normally I do all this stuff before the stream. No, don't think I can. We can try... Let's just try a little bit more. No. Unfortunately, I'm using an old webcam where you can't seem to. Let's just come on. Difficult. Alright, let's try and save that. Let's see if that's better. You get a bit of flicker now though, that's the problem. It's straining the camera. Let's go back to this. Let's just tick it to auto and save. So we'll just let it do its thing, otherwise you get a load of flicker on the camera, which is a bit of a pain. So I have brightened the lights. There's double the amount of light down there now, at the same time trying not to, you can see on the camera over my shoulder here, trying to keep the light focused away from me. One of the worst things when you're driving is having like bright light directly under the screen, because I find that it just sort of glows when I'm driving. Let's bring up the game now. Game capture. Let's get that sorted. And there we are, got our game capture set up, and we'll just jump to another screen for a second just to kick off with. Get the audio set up for the game. We'll just try and balance that out. It's always very difficult audio balance because I have to stop the audio in the game to change it. What's your steering wheel angle? I use 360 degrees, which compared to a lot of gamers is not that much, but I use this across all games. So I like to have a very sensitive steering wheel, a very pointy car. The idea behind that really for me is I don't like to move my hands around the wheel too much. I like to just place my hands on the wheel, and again, just using the other camera view here, just place my hands on the wheel and then just turn like that where possible. You don't want to be moving your hands all around the wheel. Obviously you do when you're going around a hairpin or something like that. I do that sort of intuitively, but generally I want to be able to turn the car to that 45-degree angle and have that full control, except when I'm going around a hairpin, something like that. And it works perfectly for me. I'm able to work with a pointy car, so I like a car with a good front end to it, and I can always control the rear with throttle. So that's my way of doing it, and it works perfectly. I find that when I'm driving with anything less, I'm having to go like that all the time, and it just means a lot more work, and for me I'm just not quite able to. It's where my mind is. And it's the same with my background is track racing, GT or Formula 1 games or whatever, and that's kind of another example. Is if you're in a real car at speed, you've got your speed sensitivity, so it sort of simulates that speed sensitivity. You're not going like that when you're going at 70 mile an hour on the motorway. It's the speed sensitivity angle in there as well. So sensitivity is really important. And also, Gary, you've got the new official Thrustmaster rim, and it's smaller. So in terms of size, it's more like the leather rim I used to use, and it will take some getting used to. You let your mind click with it, and then you'll be in good shape to get a feel. One thing it does give you is a lot of feeling from the car, as I'm told. So that's one of the benefits of doing that. So the other day we were doing Portugal. Today we're going to look a little bit quickly at the main tracks we did the other day, but then also we're going to look at the reverse tracks as well, and just get a bit more experience on it. Enjoyed running it last week, and it was good to have new viewers on the channel as well. I was hoping to market the stream, but I didn't get in terms of get it out there and let people know on Twitter, but I didn't have a chance, so I might have to just tweet this out again in a moment. But let's get on with a bit of rally to kick off with, run that stage again and see if we can improve our performance. Let's see now, what car should we use? I quite enjoyed using the Ford the other day, so we can use the Ford again. So the cars are very different. It's amazing. They're subtle. But if you said to me what car's quickest, I couldn't tell you. I think it depends how you drive. Bit of tea for the run. I hope you're all getting organised for Christmas, getting your decorations up, and getting the Christmas cards off. Do that now. Be sensible. And get those presents ordered, get them wrapped up, and gradually as well I'm going to work on bits and pieces here. Just getting cameras, still working on cameras and lighting and bits and bobs. The socks are still black. At some point I'll probably have to get different colour socks to help, for the old pedals up there, but at least you can see it a little bit better tonight. But in terms of angle, that's about as good as you're going to get. So I've got one camera directly onto the pedals, and that's if I'm, it's these years ago it would have been a lot of that, but these days it is just that now, because I can't be bothered to go between Formula 1 and rally. Right, let's crack on then. Let's see a bit of this. See, my camera's moved slightly. Let's just grab you. There, that's better. That's better. All right. Let's start off with standard camera view, and then we will change across to the other views as we go. Are they kangaroo leather? No, I did hear about that the other day. Who was talking about kangaroo leather? Paul DeResta was talking about kangaroo leather, wasn't he? For shoes. Yeah, that's quite an interesting one, wasn't it? Because of course, watching the Formula One. Who was watching the Formula One this weekend? Was anybody watching it? Formula One, seeing the action. George Russell and his bad luck. My goodness me. What a spectacular drive from him under serious pressure in a car he doesn't know. I will say this, a lot of people don't realise this, but for a driver to move from one car to another car and be on the pace like that is, you know, under that pressure is just exceptional. I know I talk about moving from car to car on a video game and telling you it's difficult. To do that on the limit in real life is just, you know, my goodness. In a car he's too tall for, wearing shoes too small. Tremendous talent. I can't wait to see him properly in a car. Such a shame. I think this is what people want, is they want George Russell versus Lewis Hamilton. Lewis won't have that. He'd much rather the comfort of Valtteri there and being essentially uncontested in the team. And I just wish it would endorse him so much if he just said, yeah, go on, bring on George Russell. I'll beat him. You know, let's do it. Let's see the competition. That's great, Gary, on the shifters. I mean, Fanatic, you know, what can I say? Quality goods. I'll be changing to a Fanatic wheel set up in the next few weeks as well. So I've got one upstairs. I'm going to plug it on, get ready for that. So that is going to be coming. Right, let's do a bit of rally.
18, left 4, into right 6, short, into left 4, short, and left 4, keep in 100. Right 2, 3 in, and right 5.
Okay, we're a bit rusty. We'll get there. Now I'm just going to check the audio. Hold on. No, I wasn't on straight then. I do want to check the audio. Let's go a little bit louder for you guys on the game audio. There we are, just a tad. Alright, that should be enough now. Let's restart. Monday night rally streaming. Let's see how we get on.
18, left 4, into right 6, short, into left 4, short, and left 4, keep in 100. Right 2, 3 in, and right 5, short, rock in, narrowed. And left 3, opens, long. Into left 5, and crest, keep middle, 50. Right 4, don't cut, and left 5, short, 80. Caution, right 4, 3 in, narrows through gate 150. Left 6, hard brake, into square right, very narrow, 3 in, 30. Square right, 3 in, 115, bumpy. Right 6, into caution, left 4, short, rock out, 70. And right 5, 50. Left 5, right 5,
Scum. Thought we were going to make it past. We will try again. Again. Go.
80. Left 4, into right 6, short. Into left 4, short, and left 4, keep in 100.
Do you know what? You're right. You're right. Actually, hang on. Let's just try it in the new Yaris. I completely forgot that's in the game now. Let's try it in the Yaris. Because I think I was racing it the other day. I don't know if any of you have seen on YouTube, but I put a video on Finland, and it was pretty darn good to drive. It's in the bonus, isn't it? Yeah. Let's run the Yaris concept. Just do this. Oh no, I've got to wake up. More tea. Yeah, the Yaris is pretty amazing, isn't it? Yeah. It's an amazing car. That's what I'm saying. What am I doing? What am I putting myself through this? let's change view. Let's go to this view for the Yaris. Let's go to this view for the Yaris. Right. Let's get ourselves comfortable. We can see the sheet. It's getting caught up on the old lighting there, isn't it? Oh well, too bad. Right, let's go. There we go then. Let's do this.
80, left 4, into right 6, short, into left 4, short, and left 4, keep in 100.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's just... Yes. Go.
80, left 4, into right 6, short, into left 4, short, and left 4, keep in 100. Right 2, tree in, and right 5, short, rock in, narrow. And left 3, open, long. Into left 5, and crest, keep middle, 50. Right 4, don't cut, and left 5, short, 80.
Ah, damn it. Damn it. Again, I'll talk about different cars. Braking's different. We'll get there.
80, left 4, into right 6, short, into left 4, short, and left 4, keep in 100. Right 2, tree in.
No. This time. This is the time. This is the time. Go.
80, left 4, into right 6, short, into left 4, short, and left 4, keep in 100. Right 2, tree in, and right 5, short, rock in, narrow. And left 3, opens, long. Into left 5, and crest, keep middle, 50. Right 4, don't cut, and left 5, short, 80. Caution, right 4, tree in, narrows through gate, 150. Left 6, hard brake, into square right, very narrow, tree in, 30. Square right, tree in, 150, bumpy. Right 6, into caution, left 4, short, rock out, 70. And right 5, 50. Left 5, short, into right 5, 200, narrows. Left 5, into right 4, 100. Right 4, short, 100. Right 4, don't cut, 50. Left 4, don't cut, 30. Right 3 and right 5, 30, bumpy. Left 4 into kinks, don't cut, 80. Left 3, 120. Right 2 into left 3, narrows, 100. Left 2, small cut, and right 4, narrows into right 5, 80, keep middle. Hard brake for kinks, narrows. And right 1, medium, into left 4. And left 3, keep into right 5.
Struggling there.
Into left 4 short, into left 5 over jump, 50. Hard brake for square left, into right 1 short, 50. Left 3, small cut, 80. Right 3, into left 4, small cut. And right 2, keep into left 1. Into right 4 and right 3. Into left 3 and right 4, 50. Left 4 into right 3. Into right 4, short, into right 5. Into left 6 long over crest, keep middle, into right 5, 50. Right 6, rock in, 80. Right 4 over crest, medium.
Oh, stop there. Pause. Hang on. problem with the sound here. Right, I'm just going to pause there, viewers. I'll be straight back. Okay, viewers, we're back. So I was getting some banging on the microphone when I was driving, and it was I get the feedback on the mic. It's like that. It was no good. Okay, so we're just I'm gonna hit the brakes and then see if I can if I don't crash off the road, because I just wasn't ready.
Left 2 into right 3, very narrow, 50. Right 3 into left 4, narrows 100. Left 3 into flat right, 80. Right 5 tightens 4, very long. And caution, hard brake for hairpin left. Into right 3, short, into left 2, opens 100. Left 2, keep in. Into right 5, over bump. Into left 4, 80. Right 3 and right 4 over crest. Tightens, don't cut. Into left 3, narrows. Into right 4, short, 80 over crest. Left 4, short, over crest, 200. Hard brake, acute hairpin right, don't cut, 100. Acute hairpin left, tree in, 200. Caution, right 2, don't cut, into through water, and square left, don't cut, 80. Left 4, short, don't cut, into right 3, don't cut, 80. Left 4, short, and right 4, short, 80. Left 4, short, don't cut, 120, bumpy. Kinks into left 5, long, tightens, 150. Right 3, long, 80. Left 4, short, uphill, 120, and finishing.
Okay, getting better. Getting better. Had to pause it. Lost a few seconds of pausing it there, which is a bit of a pain. But that's okay. It's not a bad first time. I'm quite a long way ahead of the opposition there, whatever the difficulty settings as well. I doubt we're in the top 100 on the leaderboard, because I reckon we'll have a long way to go, but you'll be able to see there, look at those times the leaders are getting. My goodness me. Oh, 12th it puts us currently. So at least it's something till everybody else is on there. It is very stiff. You can see the Yaris Rally concept has upset the scoreboard a bit though, because it is just such a brutally quick car, isn't it? It is such a quick car. We love that. Good old, yes, Leo. It's We can go faster though. We can go faster. If we don't brake, we would have lost. We lost a few seconds there. Let's quit that now. You know, I'm liking the Yaris. I'm liking the Yaris. It's feeling good for me. I think what we're going to do now is another rally. Just for a second. I know we're going to do Portugal and all that business, but I'm going to try a bit of Kenya. I feel like we need to do a bit of Kenya. Let's just try a bit of Kenya. Because Kenya's smooth and fast. It's very tricky though, Kenya, and I don't know how it's going to handle here. So yes, Gary, absolutely. You know, I enjoy it, but I also like to be, you know, somewhere thereabouts. I don't know. God, my camera's moved as well there. I think the sheet's moved. Whatever, I'll fix all that. It's just that's moved slightly as well. There, is it? Go on, there we are. That's better. Right, autofocus is turned on. We need to turn that off. Let's turn that off for a second. That is going to irritate me otherwise. Unfortunately, with all these cameras that I have, they don't remember the any of the settings. So every time I turn the PC on, I have to reset all of my settings, which is a massive pain. Alrighty, let's just try something out here as well and see how this works. So we're going to look at a bit of Kenya in the Yaris GR Rally concept. Yaris Rally concept even. Let's go from there. Let's see how we get on here. Oh, new follower.
The force is with you.
100.
Drunken Juice Box. Thank you for the follow. This is dark, isn't it?
Into right 5 cut and left 3 open. Into right 3 and left 5 tighten.
Well, it takes a bit getting used to. It takes a bit getting used to. It's not the same, is it?
And left 5 into right 4 tighten.
I don't know why it's looking really overcast. Oh, goodness me. It seems quite dark for me. I don't know why. Go. Come on.
100. Flat right into left 6.
It's like HDR is turned on in a negative way.
Into right 5 cut and left 3 open. Into right 3 and left 5 tighten. And left 5 into right 4 tighten. And left 6 long, don't cut. Into flat right, bumpy, tightens 5, don't cut, 80. Caution, hard brake for square left, don't cut. Into flat right, narrows and left 2, don't cut. Into right 2, into left 3. And fast kinks, don't cut, and fast kinks, don't cut, 80. Right 3, don't cut, narrows into fast kinks, don't cut. And left 5 and right 3 into left 3, 50. Caution, left 2 into right 2, don't cut. And kinks, jump, and left 5 narrows. Into right 5, very long, tighten. And caution, jump into right 4, 50. Kinks, narrows, and kinks, keep in. Brake for square right, 50. Left 5 long and left 4 narrow. Into water, jump, 50. Right 5 short, into left 5 tighten, 3 short. Into right 3 and right 5, 80. Caution, right 4 tightens, very narrow. Widens 400, jump 200.
Done it. Damn it. Damn it. I don't know if for you guys at home, but it just seems really dark. Like there's a overcast cloud in the way of the sun, and I don't see where I'm going very well.
caution, narrows right 6, tightens 4. Into left 5 brake, into right 430. Right 5 opens and left right 5. Into left 4, keep in, and right 5, into left 4, don't cut. And right 5 short, into left 6, 80. Caution, left 3, rock in, 30. Left 4, don't cut, into kinks, 30. Left 6, bumpy, keep into right 6. Left 4 tightens, into right 4 tightens. And right 6 into flat left, bumpy. Into flat right, into flat left, bumpy, tightens. Into right 5, into left 6, tightens, tree out. And left 6 into right 5, short, 30. Left 5 short, tree in, into flat right, over finish.
Okay, so we made big mistakes there, but we enjoyed it anyway. We had a good time. It seems a bit darker than the Portugal stage. Yeah, it seems a bit dark. It's a bit dark on my screen. Solid run, just the crash in the middle. Otherwise that would have been quite a bit quicker, but I did enjoy it. I did enjoy that. That was good fun. It was good fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm driving through trees in the desert, but I'm enjoying it. So no, it's all good. Good job, Leo. Like you say, the main thing is you enjoy it. That's the main thing. And I hope in a way that watching the streams, you learn something as well. You'll see where I'm flat through corners, or just extra committed. I'm going to do my favourite Finland stuff now quickly for a second, because I've been enjoying this. Let's do a bit of Finland, because we enjoy a bit of Finland, don't we? Finland in the Yaris. Okay, let's go. Ready. And Olivier's here. Good evening, Drunken Juice Box. Thank you very much. Thank you, Drunken Juice Box. It's been developing over a period of years, and so I've gradually put it together and made it more and more comfortable. And now I have my little car, which is developing nicely, and it looks good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad the new viewers are enjoying it. And I just want to make people as close to the driving action as possible with the different cameras as well. So let's see a little bit of Finland and see how we get on now here. And let's try with this. Right. Oh, hang on. No, not this one. No. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. We're not doing backward stages. I've still got to do the backward stages. I actually don't like doing reverse stages as a rule. Hang on. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Let's do that one. There we go then. This is the one now. Yeah, no, I'm next streaming on Wednesday, and yeah, like I say, still working on things, working on the cameras, working on the setup. As I say, next thing I'll be working on is the graphics and stuff on the screen. There's still a lot I want to do there, and I've got some really cool new things coming as well in the next few weeks. So I'll invest a little bit in that as well. So there's quite a lot, but it's all going to be great. Okay, it gives you more insights. Go.
80, jump, keep middle, 100. Right 6 into caution, left 3 long, don't cut, 80. Right 2, keep in, 120. Right 4, small cut, opens into left 4, keep in, 80. Bumps and right 3 long, over crest, keep in, 80. Right 4 over crest, off camber, keep in, 150. Caution, brake, square left cut, 200. Flat right over jump, keep in, 200. Left 6 over jump, keep left into bumps, 100. Jump, keep middle, 100. Left 5 short, 150. Jump, keep left, 200. Bumps, 80. Flat left over jump, keep middle, 100. Flat right over jump, 100. Left 6 over jump, 80. Left 5 very long over jump, keep middle, 100. Flat right over bump and caution, brake, right 4, short over crest, keep in, 100. Bumps into flat right over jump, 50. Left 6 over jump, very long, 100. Bumps, 100. Jump, 150. Caution, brake, right 3, big cut. Square left, opens, 50. Square left, tightens over crest, 50. Square right, bail in, 70. Right 2, short, small cut, opens, 100. Left 5 opens, 150. Flat right over jump, keep middle, 100. Left 6 over jump, keep middle, 100. Right 6 long over bump, keep in, 200. Jump, keep middle, into left 6, 150.
Ah, I thought it was in 6th.
Jump, keep right, into right 6, very long over crest. Bumps, keep right, 100. Flat right over jump, keep right, 150. Big jump, keep middle, 150. Jump, keep middle, 150. Flat right over jump, keep right, 100. Jump, keep middle, 150. Crest and right 6, very long, narrows, 200. Caution, hard brake, acute hairpin left around Vale, narrows, 200, bumpy. Flat right and flat left, 150. Left 6 over crest, keep left, 200. Caution, right 5 over jump, keep middle, into bridge. Right 6 over jump, keep middle, 200. Left 6 over crest, long, keep middle. And left 6 over crest, very long, 250. Jump, keep middle, 150. Left 6 long over jump and left 6 long over crest, keep middle, 200. Right 6 long over jump, keep middle, 200, bumpy. Right 5 over crest, long, keep in, 200. Bumps and left 5 long, 200. And finish.
Better. We enjoyed that. Good fun in the Yaris. That was great. That's a good run there. That was a good run. You can enjoy it. Share your Discord. Yeah, definitely, Leo. You know, listen, I appreciate the support from you guys coming on here and saying hello on the Discord. And Leo knows about Discord. So one thing I don't know much about yet, and again, Discord, I've got to put a bit more time into it and grow that. That was a decent run there, wasn't it? It was rather a little relaxed actually after that. I think that was quite. That was quite a run. It was quite a run. Just bring the music down a little bit. Have a bit of a chill out for a second as well. I hope you're enjoying the stream. A bit of chat, bit of rally, and a bit of on the limit Yaris, GR Yaris rally concept action. So it's great to see it all coming together there as well. Look at that, looking great. Oh no, it's so fine, Gary. Absolutely 100%. No, for me, it's great to have you guys on. I mean, I'm always there on Discord, so if you guys pop a message up, I'm always there or thereabouts. I might not always have the chance to respond, but you know, hovering, and I will get it more organised and get it out there more. I look at this first period as, you know, as I say, I'm still quite new to streaming. You know, I started at the beginning of November, and I've been learning fast. But there's still a lot to learn. You know, I'm trying to catch up with people who've been doing it for years. So look at that. On the edge, rally action. Powering the car through the stage. And there he goes. Flat through there I was. Flat. Flat. I just didn't take my foot off for that corner. That was just on it through there. And that would be great. I didn't understand, but it's okay, Leo. Alan Loeb, absolutely. The I'll take that name. A mature rally driver. I'm more like George Russell, actually. I'm too big for the car. My head sticking above the car. There's a meme I put onto Twitter earlier about that. It's the story of my life. That was a good run. I enjoyed that. We've got 14 viewers now as well. Hello to the new viewers coming onto the channel tonight. It's great to have some new people here as well, enjoying it, enjoying all the action. That was quite a... Where is the control pad, if we can find it? Where is the control pad? Here is the control pad. Now you might wonder, why is the control pad always buried away somewhere? Sometimes when I play games with the wheel, you get... This was great through here, isn't it? Look at this. Flat, flat. Just go flat. It's all about how you angle the car on takeoff. So here, angle it that way. I want to go there. Angle it there. Just so you land relatively well. This car doesn't hang too well in the air. So this is the tricky corner. Bit of balancing on the brake. Braking, 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 braking. Turn. The car can't turn at speed on that surface. Gently on the power, not flooring. And now flat, flat, flat. 6th gear. Floor it through here, just flat. Now committed in a moment. We're going to bear it off to the right. We're going to aim to the right. Aim to the right. That's it. Land in the middle beautifully. And again here, maybe a bit more right than I went because of extra speed. Kind of jumped a bit further than usual. Braking on the inside. Get over that hump. Car jumps a bit unpredictable. You can do it flat if you know what you're doing, but that needs lots more practice of just doing it flat all the time. And then we're flat to the end of the stage. There's no lifting now. This is just flat. Again, angle the car over the bumps. We're going to a blind jump. Turn the car in. That's it. Land nicely. Bit more turn. Coming to a harsher corner. Turn a bit more. That's it. And then that turns the car around. Now the other way on this jump. Lands nicely. Lose a few revs, but we're okay. And we power through to the end of the stage. So that's some of my thought process there. And Jay's Inner Demons. Hello, Jays. Welcome to the stream. It goes well, actually. I was a bit tired earlier. It's been a busy few days. I watched the Grand Prix yesterday. Was gutted for George Russell. A real shame that... Mercedes dropped the ball, but I've sort of recovered a bit. Let's see what happens next weekend. I hope Russell gets another chance in that car. Also, shame for Elfyn Evans in the rally. He had that mistake the other day, which basically took him out, and that lost him the title. Sebastian's just too good, isn't he? He's one of those guys like Sebastian Loeb, isn't he? These guys, they're just so good at driving. It's ridiculous. They're so committed. Right, okay, Gary. I really should look at... One of these days, I should look at settings. I'm going raw, aren't I? And I think if I or default, if I was going for settings, then I would definitely change a few things up. What have we got here? I suppose we should try Japan, shouldn't we? Japan is somewhere we should try with with the Yaris, because why not? Because why not? Let's turn this up then now and see how we get on from here. Gutted for Elfin. It was his to lose, and he'd been, you know, the conditions were really bad. I think the conditions were really bad, and it's just, you know, luck of the draw sometimes. Yeah, it depends where you are in the draw coming out. It depends, you know, how you encounter conditions and puddles, and you know, it's absolutely Leo, absolutely 100%, 100%. Russell is a talent. He's a 100% talent. Some people can see talent, some people can't, but I can tell you right now, he is a talent. Right, let's try a bit of Japan.
Flat right and left 6 long, tightens, and right 5, 30. And left 4 widens at junction 50.
Ooh.
Right 5 into left 6 over crest 100, keep middle over jump. Right 3 cut and left
We're a
4
little bit
long,
wider.
opens 50.
We're a little bit wider than I was expecting there. I'm going to restart that now, get my head zoned in. Go.
Flat right and left 6 long, tightens, and right 5, 30. And left 4 widens at junction 50. Right 5 into left 6 over crest 100, keep middle over
Oh, don't
jump.
do that, don't do that. Okay, that's fine. Tried to carry too much speed then, see what it could do.
Flat right and left 6 long, tightens, and right 5, 30. And left 4 widens at junction 50. Right 5 into left 6 over crest 100, keep middle over jump. Right 3 cut and left 4 long, opens 50. Right 3 into left 3 into right 6, opens very long, 200. Caution, brake right 6 cut, into hairpin left. Into left 6 long, tightens 5, into right 5, 50.
Got it completely wrong there, but managed to rescue it. My goodness me, that was a rescue.
Caution,
That's
keep
close
right
to
into
a
left 4 over junction,
a
narrow,
nasty
don't cut,
incident.
40, right 4, 30. Left 3 cut and right 3 short. And left 6 into right 3 into left 4. And right 6 into left 5 cut. Hard brake for acute hairpin right, opens 30. Left 5, 80, narrows. Left 5 and brake right 3, short, narrows, 30. Left 4, keep middle, 50. Left 3 and caution right 2, don't cut, narrows, opens long. And left 3 medium and flat right medium, 70. Right 3 opens and tightens, 50. Left 3 narrows and left 5 into right 5. Into caution, left 2, and caution, acute hairpin right, very narrow.
Oh, got it wrong.
Right 3 off camber, left 4 cut. Right 5 opens and flat left, tightens 3, small cut at junction, into flat left, 50. And caution, flat right for acute hairpin left, widens at junction, 40, flat left into right 5, keep in, into left 6, 100. Right 3, big cut, into left 6, 30. Left 4 opens and right 4 cut, 50. Left 4, 500, into tunnel.
Damn, just cleared
Flat
it.
left, 200. Caution, right 4, into bridge, very narrow, 100. Right 3, big cut, into square left, don't cut, narrow. And right 6, into left 5, 70.
Oh, I thought we could hit those signs.
Brake for hairpin right cut. And left 6 into hairpin left, small cut. And right 4 tightens into right 3. And left 1 into right 3 opens. And caution, hairpin left narrows at junction into right 5 into left 4 and right 3, 50, keep left. Right 4 medium into left 1 medium. And right 3 into left 4, small cut, 30. Right 5 tightens 4. Into caution left 4 into acute hairpin right. Into left 6 into right 4 and left 2, 100. Caution, brake left 2 after junction, don't cut, narrow, and right 6 into left 6, medium, 30. Right 4 into left 5 cut, into right 4. And left 3 into right 5 into left 3. Into right 4, 30, keep left. Right 3, keep in, 30. Right 4 narrows, keep middle for finish.
Ah, that was intense, wasn't it? Intense. That was another intense run there. I enjoyed that though. What did we think of that, viewers? That was a... turn that down just for a moment. And chill after that, I think. That was quite... Now that was a more intense run. That felt intense to me. Was that intense to watch? Felt intense to do. Yeah, it's a shame for Elfin, and Perez did do a good job for sure. I mean, Perez has done a good job all season, so I think really Red Bull have got nothing to lose in considering him for the drive. But you know, it's their own politics, I think, that's preventing Perez from getting a drive at the moment. No doubt about that. I think that you know, it'd be good to see him in the chance at Red Bull. I think for Perez, I think that would whether it, I think the problem is, would Perez work with Max? No, but I don't think Max really cares. I don't think Max cares who his teammate is. Max will just get on with whatever Max does. If Perez had like 1 season contract or something, then Max would be happy anyway because he's out at the oh, Peppa Pig, really? Goodness. Whatever's going on there, LCK, Mr. 30. Sense of speed with the Yaris surprises me. It's got a sense of speed. It's fast. Right, okay, so what am I finding the good things of the Yaris? It's responsive, it's fast, but it's got a couple of issues I don't like. The car feels a little bit wider than some of the other cars, and it has a longer braking distance. I'm having to brake longer and earlier than I would in other rally cars. So as quick as it is, it's definitely losing in the braking zones, and I'm struggling here and there with it. So I'm braking to compensate for that. That's a horrible corner, by the way. If any of you've driven this track, you know that is always a horrible corner. I always feel quite relieved when I get around it. If you lose your momentum when you're driving around that, you ain't getting around it. Look at that. Lovely views and everything. I think I'd be a bit scared of making something I did with Gasly. Gasly's a bit of an unusual one. I don't really know what happened to Gasly. Is that a bit of car damage at the front? Something? I don't know. It's a bit strange how the front sticks out like that. Maybe that is a bit of damage on the car or something. I don't know. I think Gasly's a bit of an unusual situation. You don't see that very often. So there is something funny about that Red Bull. I also think that it's not a very nice team to be in at the moment. It doesn't give a vibe that it's a nice place to be. You know, Christian Horner, you know, likes what he likes, and lots of teams are favourites, and lots of team bosses are favourites. I just think he's all about Max. That's why Daniel Ricciardo left. You know, you had Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah, it was some damage on the car, so that may have been causing me some problems when I was talking about the width issue. So that could be an issue there. It slowed me down a bit. Yeah, no problems, Gary. Practice is just really important in any game. Yeah, you need practice. If you want to get good, keep practicing, because and experience is what makes you more consistent. So once you know some of the stages, if you don't know the stage, the car responds in a way that you understand. So like there I made a mistake, but I just got onto the handbrake hard enough and long enough to make the corner. That was close. And then here I don't know this section at all well. The car was understeering a bit through there. Tyres are wearing down just a bit through the stage. And so, you know, performance changes in terms of steer through the corner. Very committed through this section. I was very committed all the way. It's not my time that I'm losing as other parts of the track, but not terrible through there. I worked well and just tried to be as quick as I could, and a little bit of a lift through the finish. You can go quicker through that finish, but there's a lot more time to find there. Jonathan's here as well. Hello, Jonathan. He didn't receive a notification. Do you know, a few people said that. Is there like a bell you have to tick or something like that on here? Is there a bit of a bell? I don't know if there is a bell on Twitch, something like that, a notification. There is Lido's here. My goodness, Lido, a blast from the past. Welcome to the stream, and it's good to see. Gradually, we're pulling across the YouTube audience that we used to have onto Twitch. It's good to see you guys. You know, for me, just going back to that for a second, it was always a decision of whether to do Twitch or YouTube. I've made a decision to try Twitch for a while. I think Twitch for me, I like the idea, the way the streaming works on Twitch, and I didn't feel I was getting anywhere on YouTube, honestly. So it's nice to not put all your eggs in one basket, as it were. There is a bell you can check, right? Okay, everybody, ring that bell. You know it's there now. Check it. And then you'll get a ring every time I go online, and you'll know VVV is online. I mean, to build this channel is going to be a challenge. I was just going to say, I didn't tonight. I'll just say where I had a few technical problems before going live. So normally I would mention on Twitter and on Facebook and on the stream I'm going live. I didn't tonight, so unfortunately there's not as many people as there would be, but it's one of those things. I had to go live, and you know, just go live basically. It's a bit of a technical issue, but we're on. How is the ear? The ear is it seems to be marginally better than it was last week. It felt a bit better yesterday, so it seems to be gradually on the mend on its own. So I'm just going to leave it. Just been a bit tired. It's been a non-stop few weeks, and I've still got a lot to do. I mean, a lot to do tomorrow and the day after, and combined with all this streaming stuff, I mean, all this streaming is a lot to learn, and there's a lot I still don't have answers to. You know, I wish there was somewhere where you could get all the answers on stuff, but I just find it very difficult, you know, trying to find. It's like saying I want to learn how to do Discord, and you do YouTube searches on how to do Discord, and there's like 1,000 videos how to do Discord, and you sit there and you watch them. You say that didn't help me one bit. It's made for people who already know Discord, but there's not much for actual beginners from stage one, step by step. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. I'm here. So I mean, that's your days when I'm on, and you'll catch me here. And I'm pretty determined to keep that going fluidly. There is 1 month. There's like an achievement thing on Twitch that I want to get. So there's probably 1 month, which is probably January, where I might do more streams that month than usual. We'll wait and see. It depends on what games I'm going to be playing as well, because I'm playing a lot of Rally at the moment, but I want to break it up a bit so that I'm playing a difference between Rally and a bit of F1 and a bit of GT. I mean, GT7 is going to be quite a heavy, full-on thing when that starts as well. You know, next year, so I'll be putting a lot of time into that. next year will be quite busy on streaming because you know you've got your new WRC and your new Formula 1 and GT7 and Forza Motorsport. I'll be streaming all of these, and I'm just literally waiting until the update comes out for the Xbox Series X steering wheel, and then I'll be using the Xbox Series X to power my games on my streams, because at the moment it's all powered by the PC, which is slowing it down a little bit for you guys. I know that I'm getting some issues here and there with data, which seems to have hold on. Let's see if we can just put that in here. It's not going in anywhere. No. So it seems to be okay at the moment, mind you. But there are sometimes some issues and stuff like that. So yeah, do check that out. Do check that out. It's been a busy few days. I hope you're all doing your Christmas cards, I was saying earlier, and your Christmas shopping and getting all that stuff done. Getting ahead of the curve. Ahead of the curve. So that's great. So what's the plan then? I guess pretty soon then, starting the season. And then once I start the season on here, probably doing the same thing on Formula 1 as well. Timson, welcome, Timson. I'll call you Timson. No, Tim. Welcome to the stream today as well. And I hold on. Let's. So that was good fun on Japan. I enjoyed that. What I'm going to do is not the full management career thing, because I just want to drive. So I'm going to do the season mode, which is just driving, which I'm looking forward to. I'm not very good at Mexico. Don't want to do Mexico. Boo, boo. Let's see. So we've done a bit of that. And we will do our default Monte Carlo. The car's a bit wide, but we like the default Monte Carlo, don't we? I do anyway, so you guys can enjoy it. You know you will. I know it's not snowing outside there, but you get the idea. I really need to sort out a snowy one. Actually, it's got to be done. So we must sort that. So I will sort out a bit of background for that as well. So let's see how we get on, viewers. Let's raise that up again. And we're trying in the Toyota GR Yaris Rally concept. See how we get on. Okay. No, it's not. I'm not going to do that career.
Into left 4, narrows 30. Acute hairpin right 30. Kinks 30. Flat left over crest, into right 5, brake for acute hairpin left. And left 5 tightens, into right 5, narrows 40. Left 5 short, 30. Flat right into tunnel, 30. Square right into bridge, and square right, keep middle, into tunnel. And left 5, keep into right 4, 30. Kinks, 30. Left 5 narrows, 30. Left 5 short, 50. Right 4 tightens, into left 6, into right 6 tightens, 30. Left 5 very long, 30. Right 3 short and left 3 widens. Into right 3 narrows, into left 3 and right 4, 50. Right 4 short, into left 3 very long, 30. Flat right tightens 2, 30. Right 4, keep into left 3 short, into right 4, and left 2 short. Into right 4, into left 3 short. Into right 3 short, keep into left 2. Into right 4 tightens 3, into left 2. Into right 3, 30. Left 3 tightens, into right 3 short, into fast kinks over crest, 50. Left 4 tightens, 80. Right 3, keep into left 5 at junction. And caution, flat left, tightens 3 over crest. Into right 3, tighten. 50. Flat left 80. Hairpin left 100. Right 6, 80. Left 4 into right 4, opens. Caution, left 4 short over crest, into right 4 tightens 3. And right 4 short, into right 5 short, 50. Caution, brake left 2 short, into right 3 tightens. Into left 2 short, into right 4 tightens, into left 2 short. And flat right 20. Right 3 don't cut and left 4 keep in over crest. Into right 5 short and hairpin right 50. Left 4 into right 4. And left 4 50. Left 5 short, don't cut, 80. Left 2 small cut, opens 20. Left 5 tightens 2 after junction, into right 2, don't cut, into left 2, don't cut, narrows, into flat right 30. Right 3 short, into left 4 tightens. Into right 2, into left 3, don't cut, into right 2. And left 5. And left 4 short, into right 5 over crest 30, right 4 50. Right 4 into left 5 long. Caution, junction left into flat right 80. Flat left into right 5. And right 4 medium. And left 6 into right 5 opens 50. Right 4 short narrows into left 5 and tunnel 30. Flat left keep in 30 and right 6 tightens 5 into tunnel 20. Right 6 short 20, flat right into left 6 narrows 150 for finish.
Okay, not bad, not bad. Hello, all you can eat potatoes. Welcome, welcome. Another decent run tonight. Cool. It's all happening tonight, isn't it? We've had some good runs tonight, viewers. Some good runs. That was another decent run, wasn't it? It's intense. Oh, it's intense. I tell you, it is intense doing these runs. This is an intense game. An intense game. Thank you to all the new viewers as well. A few of you watching, do say hello. I'm always nice to talk to. And anything about racing games, any racing game, all that kind of stuff, always feel free to say hello and ask questions about them. As Codemaster, what are my hopes and feelings? I mean, I'm pretty open as to what Codemasters can do with Rally. I'm hoping it's more than just a dirt rebrand. I want it to be something new that really feels like Rally. I want it to be something different. I'd like it to be next gen feel to it. Codemasters haven't done anything of that scale yet. Formula 1 is the closest thing they've had, and it took Formula 1 a long time to get to where it needs to be. I still don't feel that Formula 1 is, in terms of handling, where it needs to be. I think it looks the part. For me, the feel just isn't there yet still. Oh, don't get me wrong, it's way better. It's playable now, it's fun, but it's not where it could be. When it comes to Dirt, you've got to remember, Dirt 2 launched with 6 locations. This launched with 16. So it's a big project for Codemasters, right? But they've got the technology, the graphics will look better than this. You'll see an evolutionary leap, and I'm just a bit worried if there's any other paywalls that come into it with, you know, what their investors might want at Codemasters to yield that money back. You know, they've clearly paid a lot of money to WRC to capture that license, and I just hope that they can make a good game and that it's not the gamers that pay for it. I think it's a shame in some respects that we've got one company dominating. You know, one company owns Formula 1 and WRC. I like the way different companies do different games, because I feel that it adds to competition. So I don't feel there's any competition now. There won't be any other rally games now, will there? You know, I doubt there'll be a dirt game, because there might be Dirt 6, but there won't be Dirt Rally. because that would be a competitor to WRC. So I'm sure WRC would see that as a conflict of interest. And then that's it. Then obviously these guys will go off and do test drive and do something else. You know, I don't think they'll. You know, I think in terms of rally, that'll be it for these guys. You know, it's a bit of. I think it's a bit of a shame because again, all the graphics you'll see in the next 2 or 3 years, you'll see a big step up. It'd be great to see where this would have gone. Yeah, I think Codemasters have been going down the DLC rabbit hole these last few years, like they have on Dirt. You go onto Dirt Rally 2, and there's tons of DLC. I don't have the DLC, so it's like, Rally of the Day, I can't do it. Car of the Week, can't drive it, whatever. So that's a bit frustrating. I'm not into all that. I'm into bring everybody together. You know, make it free DLC. You know, I'm not saying you don't have a couple of paid DLC packs, but if you do, make it some free DLC and some paid. Instead it was all paid DLC, and I just didn't feel that was the right way to go. But I mentioned it to Codemasters directly, so it's not like I just tell you guys. I tell them as well. You know, face to face. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The problem is that when you've got 2 rally games, you know, we mentioned about Sebastian Loeb Rally from Milestone. It's a shame Milestone didn't continue with that. So I think Sebastian Loeb Rally was a great rally game as well. But we can't support more than a certain amount. I think you need, you know, 2 rally games a year. Otherwise, you just split the audience up too much. You know, it's only sustainable to have. That's why the WRC license is a big license, because it dominates the rally market in terms of what it is. It's just unfortunate that things have worked out the way they have, and I think that's. I wish I could change camera with a wheel. It's a pain in the arse now they've changed these camera angle things. Thank you, Patatis. I just saw that. Thank you for the cam setup. It's forever developing here. Forever developing. So we have. I'm going to show off again. We have our multiple cameras here, as you can see. I'm quite low in the car today. My camera's moved. My camera has moved. Oh, there we are. There. And then we have this, and then we have this, and then we have this for different cameras. So we have different views now for every available situation. For you to enjoy the driving goodness that is taking place here. So yes, I don't get me wrong. I mean, I think what it is, Codemasters need investment if they're going to build this game. Take-Two have offered the investment. You've got to look at other things as well. Codemasters have purchased Slightly Mad Studios. They have Slightly Mad Studios tech, but also, you know, the recent games for Slightly Mad, how successful were they? You know, Fast and Furious didn't seem to be terribly successful. Project Cars 3 wasn't the game everybody hoped it would be. You know, so wasn't everybody hoped, it just wasn't the game it should have been. You know, Codemasters have had a few games come out that just haven't been that successful, and so they need that success there. The F1 is probably the only game that's kept Codemasters in business over the past few years in many respects, because it's been very successful, Formula 1. It's been great for Codemasters. But if you look at the other games, Onrush, Dirt 4 didn't do very well. Onrush didn't do very well. Micro Machines didn't do great. You know, these are all games that came out, cost a lot of money to develop. Grid didn't do that great. Partially it's down to the marketing though, how they've done their marketing as well. I don't think they've necessarily. I think you've really got to select things how you do marketing these days, and I think there are issues behind the scenes with how they've marketed these games that don't get them out there. Oh, absolutely, Timson. They're getting better all the time. Where the TV replays I thought were more dynamic in the PS2 version, when it would show the drivers in car, it would show them fighting with a wheel, it would show the TV graphics. It's a shame that they don't have access to all that, but things have changed a lot. You know, where they could do that back in the early 2000s, they can't now, because that would mean additional licensing costs. So perhaps Codemasters will pay for that, and you'll have improved replays. I mean, there is that as well. F1 has had a great evolution. It has, and it's had great investment to it. You know, the development team has grown, and the investment has grown massively over the past 3 years. Esport has seen everything grow there, so that was positive for Formula One, and I look forward to seeing how that comes together for Codemasters. So there's pluses and negatives to the world of you know, the racing game world that we see, and I think that, you know, what's going to change in the next few years. I mean, you're going to see obviously Nakon are going to invest in their new tech and whatever you have next. So next year you have Rims, new biking game coming next year. Let's see what that technology develops. You've got Test Drive Unlimited that's going to be next gen, and it's going to use the physics based on this, so we already know it's going to drive like the absolute business. I think, I mean, I don't say I think, I would love it if they put a rally world like this inside Test Drive Unlimited, because you'll catch me on Test Drive Unlimited rallying around all the time. They've got awesome tech now. I mean, all this tech is dynamic, time of day, you know, all that stuff. We should run this at night, shouldn't we? Let's just run it at night for a second and see how it looks as well. Nights in the rain. Let's see how challenging it is. So I think it's all positive, really, in terms of what's going on. I think that companies need more money. Games on the next gen are going to cost more and more and more. And development teams need to grow, and tech needs to improve. It's very expensive. So let's just configure the weather. Where have I put the control pads? Right. This control pad is always a problem, isn't it? I'm going to have to do some. What I need is like a cushion or something to put it on. What happens is with the control pad is when you're playing, sometimes it vibrates, and I've got it on a hard surface here, and you'll hear it on the mic, and it will be bad for everybody. Right, let's just change it to night and dynamic weather on, and then just have it rainy. All right, confirm. This is going to be really challenging now. But we love a bit. We're going to do an Elfin Evans now, hopefully in a good way. Right. Let's just. I want to leave this somewhere. Don't have anything to put it on. I'm going to need a cushion for this control pad. Right. We'll put it there, and if it vibrates, we will remove it quickly, because you're going to hear it at home. Cost is a key consideration. Absolutely, Jonathan. Big investment. Here we are. Look, night time. What are we doing? Do you know what? We just need to get in the mood, don't we? There we are. And what do we need to do? We need to put a night background on. Darkens the screen a bit, but that doesn't matter. You get the idea. Right. Yeah, we'll sort that out. I've got an idea for all that. We'll fix it. Right, let's do this. Right.
20 hairpin left into flat right, tightens 4, short. Into left 4, narrows 30. Acute hairpin right 30, kinks 30. Flat left over crest, into right 5, brake for acute hairpin left. And left 5 tighten, into right 5, narrows 40. Left 5 short, 30, flat right into tunnel, 30, square right into bridge, and square right, keep middle into tunnel, and left 5, keep into right 4, 30, kinks, 30, left 5 narrows, 30, left 5 short, 50, right 4 tightens, into left 6, into right 6 tightens, 30, left 5 very long, 30, right 3 short and left 3 widens. Into right 3 narrows, into left 3 and right 4, 50. Right 4 short, into left 3 very long, 30. Flat right tightens 2, 30. Right 4, keep into left 3 short, into right 4. And left 2 short. Into right 4, into left 3 short. Into right 3 short, keep into left 2. Into right 4 tightens 3, into left 2. Into right 3, 30. Left 3 tightens, into right 3 short, into fast kinks over crest, 50. Left 4 tightens, 80. Right 3, keep into left 5 at junction. And caution, flat left tightens 3 over crest. Into right 3 tightens, 50. Flat left, 80. Hairpin left, 100. Right 6, 80. Left 4 into right 4 opens. Caution, left 4 short over crest, into right 4 tightens 3. And right 4 short, into right 5 short, 50. Caution, brake left 2 short, into right 3 tightens. Into left 2 short. Into right 4 tightens, into left 2 short. And flat right 20. Right 3 don't cut and left 4 keep in over crest. Into right 5 short and hairpin right 50. Left 4 into right 4. And left 4, 50. Left 5 short, don't cut, 80. Left 2, small cut, opens, 20. Left 5 tightens 2 after junction, into right 2, don't cut, into left 2, don't cut, narrows, into flat right, 30. Right 3 short, into left 4 tightens. Into right 2, into left 3, don't cut, into right 2. And left 5. And left 4 short, into right 5 over crest, 30, right 4, 50. Right 4 into left 5 long. Caution, junction left into flat right 80. Flat left into right 5. And right 4 medium. And left 6 into right 5 opens 50. Right 4 short narrows into left 5 and tunnel 30. Flat left keep in 30 and right 6 tightens 5 into tunnel 20. Right 6 short 20, flat right into left 6 narrows 150 for finish.
Okay, so concentrating a bit harder there. Hi N3, welcome. That was concentration again there. We'll put the old light on again now to light the background, but the stars are not coming on properly. We've got my stars. Hold on, there we are. Goodness, we had a bit of stars and we had a bit of other thing as well. We've got a bit of darkness. We're going to fix the darkness. We'll fix the old green screen next time. Right, that was a decent run, I think, given the tricky conditions there. It was it's very difficult to be fast. Gary, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Gary. It was quite challenging, actually. Lot of throttle control going on there. Very much a gear lower than usual, braking earlier, gentle on the power. You're not driving as you normally would, so it's definitely a challenge there. Let's go back to scene 2. It's definitely a challenge. I've got to fix my... That's irritating. I'm going to just... There we are. If we lean it so that if that was there, that green would go. I will fix the green screen next time, viewers. I've had to move it slightly because the Christmas decorations are going up gradually. So there is that. Right. That was good fun. Look at now. I'm not running this on the highest graphical settings, I'll add. I'm running it on a sort of medium setting because of all the other doodads the PC's running. Thanks, Timshin. Yeah, oh no, everything about it's great. If you see this on the high settings, it looks really nice. Lovely bloom and lighting and stuff like that. It's it really is a. Let me just change. Oh, hang on. We got in terms of different views. There's lots of different views, but really it's very tricky. You're much slower because you're sliding the car. I turned in a bit early there. Just got on the power. You're just gently controlling the throttle. If you try to go faster than this, you really risk smacking into a wall. Basically, it's completely different to the dry, to the day and the dry. As soon as it starts raining, the car wants to spin off, frankly, all the time and not go into corners. So it's very much a case of just keeping your head down and working with what you've got. Absolutely, Jonathan. Some games, the control pad and the wheel don't work very well together. You have to unplug the control pad as well. And some games you have to unplug the old. Games won't work properly with the gear stick plugged in. So if I have a problem, the game won't work. I unplug the gear stick. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, it's not easy. It's really tricky, but you're just sort of feeling your way around, really, something like that. It's not feeling your way in terms of. It was really hard, actually, is when you're playing it transitional and it's dynamic, and then it changes halfway through the stage. Depending on your tyres you have on, it makes a big difference. Whereas at least here we have wet weather tyres or tyres that work better in those conditions. That's right. They are adding all the time with this new update. Yeah, a lot more particles. I noticed that, the particles. There's quite a lot of improvements in terms of just optimizations here and there. It runs way better on my, as I say, on my Series X, and I look forward to when that gets the update and getting it working on the wheel. Let's hope so. I haven't tried it yet, but if they do, that's great, because I do think the windscreen dirt is excessive. Really excessive given the length of the stage, and it's not only that, it's the speed of the dirt build up is very quick. It's too quick. You can literally go around 4 corners and you can't see where you're going. It's they need to just sort that out. It was OTT, yeah, and the big problem is because the dirt build up, you go into a series of turns and within 15 seconds you can't see where you're going. So what it means is that in the middle of those turns, you have to press the windscreen wipers, and suddenly, bang, you've lost all of that speed, because you're in that concentration, because you're focusing on finding the buttons, wipe the windscreen wipers. Mostly bonnet cam, yep. Exactly, you don't see it as much there. Leo, I haven't found any problem running a yay 370Z. Absolutely, no, absolutely. You have power. I'm running a GTX 1080 here, but as I say, it's running 4 60 FPS webcams, OBS streaming, video background 1080p, and all the other chat. So my PC is doing the business right now. I am pleased my PC is able to do this. Because this bodes well, because when my consoles are running the stream, my PC is going to be in good shape. We'll to run everything for the foreseeable future. Let's quit that. It is amazing. It is amazing, Jonathan. But where what you work with is resolution. Everything's about resolution of getting the cameras just right. So if you can reduce the resolution to 720p, they're all different resolutions the cameras are set to, 60 fps, but different reses to try and reduce the impact. I'm a bit low in the car. It's just that's better. actually more like real life. My head would be cut off like that. Actually, in real life, my head is often touching the roof of cars. I have to lower the seat, raise the steering wheel, and pull it out, and then I sort of bend down a bit sometimes. I'm just a giant in a car, basically. 1080 was amazing. Yeah, I mean the 1080 is still a great card. I mean, they're still, you know, can still run games. If I wasn't doing all of this streaming lark, it would still run games 1080p to a very, very high level. So that's really, really great. I'm having a little break for a second just because of the intensity of the rally. It's funny, you go from yep, absolutely. I mean, I will upgrade in a couple of years. My plan is to upgrade in Timson. We did a bit of Kenya earlier, and we'll do a bit more Kenya. So we will take a look. Have a little bit of Kenya to finish off, I think. I've got a 280 and it handles anything I throw at it. Absolutely, Gary. I mean, right now you're playing Xbox One and PS4 games on your super powerful PC. You're in 3 or 4 years, you're going to see proper Xbox Series X and PS5 games, and that's when your 280 is going to quickly max out, and that's when the new wave of graphics cards will come in that take it a whole stage further. So I want to try and hang on for at least another 2 to 3 years before I invest in a PC. That's going to be a big investment though, because what it means then is I'll need 2 PCs, one for streaming, which will be this PC that you're seeing now, and then I'll have a gaming PC as well just for the games. That's if I'm still doing this at that time. Hopefully I will be. I'd like to, but we'll wait and see. This one's great. This one's great. I mean, on the new consoles, this one's fantastic. So it's pretty awesome. Oh, just have a rest for a second. It's quite a physical game to play, isn't it? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's quite intense. You know, you're really like in it when you're in it. And done my little break for a minute now. Have my little break. Pretty tired, but no, I'm enjoying the streaming. Actually, it's been good fun. Been good fun talking to you guys. You know, I just wonder actually how many of you watching have heard of the Team VVV YouTube channel before this. Are any of you viewers of Team VVV, the YouTube channel, over the years? I know Mr. 30 is, wherever he is. But yeah, do let me know if any of you are. I'm just interested if some of you are Twitch viewers or YouTube viewers who have come over to Twitch to follow the Team VVV action. On my world, this means hope. I said that to a PR lady once. She didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, damn, never mind. Joke went flat. Been following your YouTube for years. Oh, that's brilliant, Simpson. That's great. See, that's great because this is where streaming, at least now, you can talk to me. It's a bit more human. I often say that, you know, when you're doing the videos, it really is like, hello viewers and welcome to another game. You're never yourself. So at least here I can just chill out and also show you guys the gaming live. You know, it's not pre-recorded. It's not somebody else doing it. It's me doing it, and I don't have any helpers. I do it all myself, and it's great to see, for you guys to see me playing the different games and making mistakes and learning. Leo, I found your YouTube right before the launch of WRC 9. Great. So a newer viewer there in Leo. I've been doing YouTube videos now for over 10 years. So 2009 I launched my channel properly, and it's been a long time making videos, and I'm going to definitely do more looking back at my videos from 10 years ago. Absolutely, Gary, absolutely. You know, listen, the thing about PCs is you buy your PC and it's state of the art and you just want it to hang in there for a few years. These are expensive pieces of kit. A PC has got to last a few years, you know. I generally have a 7-year rule on my PCs. That's how long I like my PCs to last, 7 years. If I can do 7 years, I know that after 7 years, I'm playing games on medium settings. Because then when I get a new PC, it's like a breath of fresh air. And you want to hold for that technology jump. You really want that big technology jump. So try and hang on. I mean, this PC here, 3 years old already. So I want at least another 3 years out of it in terms of gaming, and I will get that. Josh, I've been following your videos since the F1 2013 days. Great. I loved F1 2013. We did really good coverage on it. Hill versus Schumacher, all that jazz. I was doing the GT Academy at the time. I was actually at the GT Academy when I was launching those videos, I remember at the time. Did a lot of work on the 2013 GT Academy. It's a shame, you know, Gran Turismo have just completely pushed me out, you know, of all the Gran Turismo events and shows. They just literally shut the door on me. And I've no idea why. It was a real shame. I love playing Gran Turismo and being involved in it, and I got really let down by them really badly. I don't know if I'll ever get involved in anything that way that's concerned again. It all seems to be a bit closed off now, a bit gutted about that, but I did enjoy covering all that stuff at the time. But it's nice for you guys to be able to talk to me and ask questions and about new games, developers. I mean, the one thing I do is I've met all these developers. I know all of these developers. Most of the developers on these racing games have been my cameraman at some point. That's a true story, which is a bit odd as well. So I did play a lot of GT Sport last year. I was playing GT Sport, and I got to I got to top 10 in the UK, and then I was in a final race of an FIA season and I hit a ghost, and I dropped down, and it was like, oh, you know, it was so frustrating. And then I thought, oh, you know what, I'm getting too invested into it, you know. And also, no matter how hard I work on Gran Turismo, it doesn't get any views. Like, literally, I can't get anybody to watch Gran Turismo. It's really weird. I mean, I know the risk will come when Gran Turismo 7 comes out and I stream Gran Turismo. Like, nobody's going to watch it. But I've got to have... Streaming has got to be what I enjoy. Yeah, I'm enjoying driving rally. And some people might tune in and say, oh, no, Alan's doing rally again tonight, or Alan's doing retro or something. But though I will be streaming the new games, so as there's a new game, I will stream it. Yeah, if there's a new game out, new release, monster trucks, whatever it is, I will stream it. And Pacer, whatever. But after that's done, I'll be back to the games I really like, and I like to share that passion with you guys. And maybe, like you say, you'll learn something along the way in terms of your driving as well. So that's something which who knows, could learn something there. Now, what am I thinking here? I think we'll do a bit of this one. We're going to go long on this next one. Leo, yeah, absolutely. You got in there very early. I wish, yeah, I mean, obviously Gran Turismo. Oh, brilliant, Josh. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. I'm really trying to make it immersive. So we've got the lights. I've added more lights since the other day to the old foot cam. And I know it's still a bit dark. I'm going to wear different colour socks eventually. So there will be different socks when I find them. It's a big problem of having size 12 feet. Is that you'll find like really nice socks and you think that's a great looking pair of socks for a stream, and they only got up to size 11. So it's a bit of a problem, but at least you guys are seeing a bit more of the foot cam there. So that's a bit more in the way of, you know, when I'm flat, when I'm braking, you know, all that sort of stuff. You're really seeing how all that works. So I'm glad that you guys are seeing. I mean, literally the foot cam was a request for the pedal cam the other day, and I thought, well, let's just do it. Let's set a camera up, you know, let's get it all done, you know, get the camera, the lighting, get it all going for you guys. Lighting is a bit of a tricky balance. You can obviously see them on the camera here. I have to direct a lot of it away from me because if there's too much light under the screen, I get glare, and it puts me off when I'm driving. So there is that. GT and Forza Motorsport go back to what they did best. Listen, Forza Motorsport 4 was amazing. They had great graphics, they had great physics. I think if Forza Motorsport Turn 10 need to wake up that they need new and improved physics. They need better physics. It's no good having a game that handles the way theirs does. It's just not right. They were all about physics, you know. They were all about working with Calspan and tyre companies. And what happened to all that? You cannot tell me you're getting that data and then ending up with what you end up with in Forza. It lost its way. Well, I bought a ready-made PT. I don't build PCs. I get mine ready made. I did have a friend build my PC years ago. I mean, it was a long time ago, and it did last for a long time. You know, it lasted forever. But I just found that, you know, for me, it's not massively more expensive, and I don't know about all that sort of stuff. I'm not a tech guy. People think I'm a tech guy. I have all the tech, but I'm not a tech guy. You know, I have to learn all this stuff and you know, gradually invest in bit by bit. There's a plinth you guys can't see here, but that's where my Stream Deck will go probably, and then another area here is where my Go XLR will go, and all that kind of stuff once it's all set up. So and who knows, you might have some more flashing lights somewhere as well. I don't know, some background stuff and all that kind of stuff. So right guys, I'm just going to get another drink. I will be straight back. I will see you in just finish my water here and get my teas, and I'll be back for a tea break. I'll be straight back in just a moment. See you in a moment. working? Okay, now it's back. We're back to attack. T is here now, and I'm ready for a bit more driving. So what are we saying here as well? 40 minutes from the wheel is a horrible experience. Timson is absolutely right. It just feels alien. Doesn't work on a wheel. Turn 10 need to sort it out. I'm happy. You know, if Turn 10 said to me, Alan, come over, have a chat, jump on, have a drive, give us some feedback, I'd happily give them some feedback. You know, I remember speaking with the racing driver as well as testing it with me at Silverstone once, and we both felt the same way. We just couldn't feel the car at all, and it was it's great when you're talking to someone with high level racing knowledge, because we're both meeting each other at that point where we know what should be happening, and it's not communicating that well. So there is that. Never had much experience with the motorsport franchise, but enjoy Horizon 4. Horizon is good fun. For me, Horizon's just a bit repetitive. That's my problem with Horizon, is you get the best car from the off, and I just feel it needs a driver journey. I feel like I want to go to an event where there's nobody there, but by the time I get to the end of the game, there's big crowds and you're in the best cars and you work your way up. I just feel there's all this, I can't be bothered with progression. I want progression. I don't want to step into the fastest car. I want to feel that progression. I just don't feel enough of it in Forza Horizon. I don't feel that anything changes. I feel it's just the same race. Go here, do this drone race. Go there, do that drone race. I don't feel like I'm part of something, and that's my issue. I also don't like the characters in Forza Horizon, the sleazy PR characters. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Really enjoyed that drive. You're really good. I'm really happy to see you. Yes. It's not my style. Right, Need for Speed was a good franchise for that style. Need for Speed's been like that. It's an ups and downs franchise, really. I mean, there's a lot there that could have been so much better on Need for Speed, but I'll play a bit more of it. I just like Hot Pursuit. I did a bit of recently. I'll go back to that, but I just wasn't feeling Hot Pursuit. It just felt dated. It didn't feel like something I wanted to return to in many respects. It was just a shiny version of the original game, which was fun at the time, but it hasn't aged well. You know, some games age really well, and some games just need a bit more magic, basically. No, I don't know what to say about my lighting there, because it's a bit irritating, isn't it? That nothing I can do about that today. Next time I will fix that bit of green screen there for you guys. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, I look forward to what they do with the next Forza Horizon game, and see where it goes. We're going to do a bit of rally now. We're going to do a bit of rally. We're going to do a rally in the GI Yaris Rally concept. We haven't done what we were supposed to do tonight. We were supposed to do the new stages, but maybe we could do a bit over the shoulder. A bit of over the shoulder. It's a bit dark, this stage. It's a bit dark. I like having more cameras. I can't wait till I've got my button box and I'm ready to get myself in a. Oh no, we don't want that. Oh God, I'm not to Kenya in on the long stage on the rally at night. We just did it for fun for a second. It's not working on your screen. Oh, there we are. I was thinking, what's going on there? We're not gonna do all of this, by the way. I'm just gonna quickly. I just want to see how impossible it is. Oh, no gloves. Oh, no gloves for a second. Hang on.
100. Flat right into left 6. Into right 5 cut and left 3 open.
Alright. You know, we'll have a go. Just have a go. See how we get on. Have a go. See how we get on. This is a ridiculously difficult thing. As soon as I crash off, I'm going to restart and change it to the daytime in the dry, because it's just more fun to play. But this is for Timson. He said a bit of Kenya, so
Into right 3 and left 5, tightens.
all right. Let's try this. Let's just try it out. Let's focus.
100. Flat right into left 6. Into right 5 cut and left 3 open. Into right 3 and left 5 tightens. And left 5 into right 4 tightens. And left 6 long, don't cut.
Wow. There is no
Flat
grip.
right, bumpy, tightens 5, don't cut, 80. Caution, hard brake for square left, don't cut. Into flat right narrows and left 2, don't cut.
Don't do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do this we need more practice. I can do it if I was being a bit more sensible, but I'm going to have some fun on the. Right. Kenya. What is the? That's the button there. Noon. Time with it on. That's better. That's better. Watch out for buffalo. Indeed. Indeed. There's a rally car coming. Right, this is it now. Committed, viewers. Committed. And we'll see how we get on now. Oh, it's wet. We don't wet. Oh. We'll have a quick look at the wet. So it's like. It's more fun in the dry.
Flat right into left 6.
Might as well have done it at night.
Cut and left 3 open. Into right 3 and left 5 tightens.
Oh, wow. Okay. One more restart and then I'll change it to the dry.
100. Flat right into left 6. Into right 5 cut and left 3 open. Into right 3 and left 5 tightens. And left 5 into right 4 tightens. And left 6 long, don't cut. Into flat right, bumpy, tightens 5, don't cut, 80. Caution, hard brake for square left, don't cut. Into flat right narrows and left 2, don't cut.
Oh, don't know what happened there.
Into right 2, into left 3. And fast kinks, don't cut, and fast kinks, don't cut, 80. Right 3, don't cut, narrows into fast kinks, don't cut. And left 5 and right 3 into left 3, 50. Caution, left 2 into right 2, don't cut. And kinks, jump and left 5 narrows. Into right 5, very long, tighten. And caution, jump into right 4, 50. Kinks, narrows and kinks, keep in. Brake for square right, 50. Left 5 long and left 4 narrows. Into water, jump, 50. Right 5 short, into left 5 tightens, 3 short. Into right 3 and right 5, 80. Caution, right 4 tightens, very narrow. Widens 400, jump 200. Through water 300. narrows, right 6, tightens 4. Into left 5, brake, into right 4, 30. Right 5 opens and left right 5.
Ah, got it wrong. Damaged the
Into
car.
left 4, keep in, and right 5, into left 4, don't cut. And right 5 short, into left 6, 80. Caution, left 3, rock in, 30. Left 4, don't cut, into kinks, 30. Left 6, bumpy, keep into right 6. Left 4 tightens, into right 4 tightens. And right 6 into flat left, bumpy. Into flat right, into flat left, bumpy, tightens. Into right 5, into left 6, tightens, tree out. And left 6 into right 5, short, 30. Left 5 short, tree in, into flat right. Keep into right 3, opens long, 100, jump. Into right 6, tighten 3 at junction, into kinks. Right 2, don't cut, and left 2, small cut, 50 over bump. Into left 5 narrows, rock out, and left 2. Into right 3, tighten. And flat left bumpy, into right 5, don't cut, 30. Left 4 bumpy, into right 5 bumpy, 100.
Can't see where I'm going half the time. It's really dark.
Left 6 into right 5 narrows, 50. Left 6 into right 6 narrows, brake, 50. Left 3, 50.
Can't see where I'm going at all. It's really dark in the distance. It's like the line is.
Left 5 over crest, keep
I'm driving into literally pitch black, and I can't even see my lights.
hard brake, left 2 narrows through
Don't
gate.
know what's going on with the lighting. I can't see where I'm going. Just can't see where I'm going. It's like my headlights aren't illuminating the ground well enough either.
Jump into flat.
We'll leave it. I don't know what's going on there. That's a bit frustrating. I literally was getting this blackness across the screen. Couldn't see what I was doing. It's like they've changed the lighting in some way. It's a bit disappointing. I'll have to look at that another time. I'm finding that sometimes. I wonder what's. Let's just change it to. Let's just do cloudy for a second, just see what that looks like. Because that was a bit frustrating there. I don't know an app to replace. I don't know Shazam, so I don't know about that kind of stuff. I'm rubbish when it comes to apps. Yeah, I don't know. I think for Kiloton, I think they'll be moving on, focusing purely on TT. Sorry, test drive. That's going to be their core focus. Let's try this again now. See what it's like with overcast. Might be better.
Flat right into
I'm
left
still
6.
getting strange darkness I'm
Into
getting.
right 5 cut and left 3 opens. Into right 3 and left 5 tightens.
It's just so dark. I don't know why I'm getting this darkness.
100. Flat right into left 6.
I have your headlights on in the middle of the day.
Into right 5 cut and left.
That's pointless. It's pointless. I don't quite know what's going on with my lighting. I had this earlier when I did the Kenya stage, and I said it was really dark. And now I've gone on to this, and I don't really know what we'll just go clear. We'll just go clear. See how we get on. What's my usual stream schedule? It's Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 6 p.m. For a couple of hours or so until I get a bit tired. So that's normally how the days I work. And besides that, as you know, you'll see me mainly working on the YouTube videos. So I've got quite a lot of YouTube videos to work on. Busy couple of weeks. A lot to get done between now and the end of next week. Streams make it more difficult because now I'm cutting stuff from streams for videos as well. So there's quite a lot to do. No, this is the wrong track. So there is a lot to do. But there's also, like you say, a lot of work going into the stream right now. That's what's taken up a lot of my resource recently, is sitting here trying to understand why cameras aren't working, this isn't working, trying to learn stuff on, like there's a lot of stuff I've been trying to learn on Twitch that I just haven't made any progress on. I've wasted weeks and learned nothing, you know, and it's really hard finding advice. So when I talk about getting the graphics on the screen and the night bot and the cloud bot, I've made no progress whatsoever. I can't find anyone that actually shows you how to do it properly. They show you various methods, but they don't go through the whole step by step. So I'm like, well, I don't understand what you mean. Set up another account. How do I do that? How do I do that and make it log into that and log into my own account at the same time on the same browser without logging me out? I don't know how that works. So there's lots of little questions I have. I can't find answers. That's a bit frustrating about Twitch at the moment, and it's taken me away from YouTube videos. So it's a bit challenging at the moment, but things will get back to normal next year on the YouTube videos. There will be a quiet period, but we'll get there. Let's just go with the daylight. I'm still getting darkness. I don't know what's going on with Kenya. There's something strange going on with the lighting, but we'll it's lighter than the other one.
And left 6 long, don't cut. Into flat right, bumpy, tightens 5, don't cut, 80. Caution, hard brake for square left, don't cut. Into flat right, narrows and left 2, don't cut. Into right 2, into left 3.
Oh, I've not had that happen before. There you go. Goodness. Every car is a bit different. Right, here we go again. Go.
100. Flat right into left 6. Into right 5 cut and left 3 open. Into right 3 and left 5 tightens.
Just going to stop there. See, I think you guys can see on the camera actually just how I think you guys can see just on camera, even during the day, how dark the camera is over my shoulder. It's like I'm driving into darkness, and I wonder why. Very strange. It's so dark I can barely see where I'm going. It's like there's some kind of HDR thing. I wonder if maybe driving at a different time of day might be helpful. Have a look. Yeah, I'm getting a drop frame rate as well on this stage. It's quite strange. So I'm getting a lower frame rate and strange, like it's impossible to see where you're going. Like earlier when I was driving, even my headlights weren't affecting the ground anymore. It just got darker and darker until I just couldn't see where I was going. Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. Never mind. We'll run this one and then we'll move on to another stage or whatever, you know, something else to finish off. I was hoping to do this one, but you know, it is what it is. Right, let's go. Go.
100. Flat right into
It starts off light and then suddenly it gets dark the second the game starts, and the frame rate drops as well.
Into right 3 tightens. And left 5 into right 4 tightens. And left 6 long, don't cut. Into flat right, bumpy, tightens 5, don't cut, 80. Caution, hard brake for square left, don't cut. Into flat right narrows and left 2, don't cut. Into right 2, into left 3. And fast kinks, don't cut, and fast kinks, don't cut, 80. Right 3, don't cut, narrows into fast kinks, don't cut. And left 5 and right 3 into left 3, 50. Caution, left 2 into right 2, don't cut. And kinks, jump, and left 5, narrows. Into right 5, very long, tighten. And caution, jump into right 4, 50, kinks, narrows, and kinks, keep in. Brake for square right, 50. Left 5 long and left 4 narrows. Into water, jump, 50. Right 5 short, into left 5 tightens, 3 short.
Oh, I don't know what I landed on there.
Into right 3 and right 5, 80.
The car was behaving really strangely then.
Tightens, very narrow. Widens, 400, jump, 200.
Yeah, it's way darker than usual, and I don't know why. It's like there's a cloud over. Strange overcast look.
And caution, narrows right 6, tightens 4. Into left 5 brake, into right 4, 30. Right 5 opens and left right 5. Into left 4, keep in, and right 5, into left 4, don't cut. And right 5 short, into left 6, 80. Caution, left 3, rock in, 30. Left 4, don't cut, into kinks, 30.
Oh man, I'm really being put off by this darkness. I don't understand why it's so dark on my screen. It's really difficult to see where I'm going. I'm going to call that a day, that one. Yeah, what you're seeing on the game is not what I'm seeing on my screen. I mean, on my screen, as you can see, it's like a black hole. I just can't see it. I'm getting this sort of silhouette effect on the horizon. Very strange. Very strange.
Left 6, bumpy, keep into right 6.
It's so much darker than the game. It's weird. It's like some kind of TV brightness issue. Well, strange. It's a strange. It's like a gamma issue. You know when you set your gamma for the game, it's like there's a gamma issue. So I'm going to just have a look at that for a second, just to see if it brightens something in some way. Thanks, Timson. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see if I can fix this. Oh, I don't know. It's strange. Strange. I'm going to look at that more closely because it's making that track. I have had it before. I had it before it was released on the Super Special stage, but it's a bit frustrating. I like playing those stages. It is a pain. So we're going to finish off then with Brennig because we love a bit of Brennig. All right, let's do this then. Here we go then, viewers. Something to finish the stream tonight. It's a bit of a pain, you know. WRC is not bringing in massive viewers, is it? But we will keep at it. We will keep at it. Right, let's crack on with Brennig, viewers. Let's see how we get on here. So I like Brennig, good stage, and it's a good test run for a car. And we'll see how we get on with the Toyota GR Yaris Rally concept. So let's get the audio set up for you guys. Okay, and let's finish a good night here with let's see how we get on with this. Absolutely, Jonathan. Definitely some issues going on there. I couldn't see where I was going. It was pointless. Right, let's try this. Go.
Right 4 opens over bump, into left 3, keep left over dip. Left 4 short, into right 4, tightens over crest, 30. Caution, right 3.
My frame rate
slipping,
has
tightens
tanked,
over crest, 50,
completely
bumpy,
tanked
left
as well.
4
It's like there's
medium,
something
into
else on the
right 3
PC.
opens.
My frame rate has completely tanked for some reason. I don't know why. How strange. I'm not using anything else on the PC. We'll try one more time. I don't know if my PC's got a download going on or what.
Right 4 opens over bump, into left 3, keep left over dip. Left 4 short, into right 4, tightens over
Frame
crest,
rate is
30.
really poor now. It was running fine earlier.
Caution, right 3 slippy, tightens over crest, 50 bumpy. Left 4 medium, into right 3 opens.
It's very hard to drive when it's like this. So I'm getting about 20 FPS.
Right 4
Right.
opens over bump, into left 3, keep left over dip. Left 4 short, into right 4, tightens over crest, 30.
Brake before I get
Caution,
there.
right 3 slippy, tightens over crest, 50 bumpy. Left 4 medium, into right 3 opens.
Don't know what that was. Right, new things happening. Trying to get to the end of this stream. Right,
Right 4 opens.
we'll get there.
Right 4 opens over bump, into left 3, keep left over dip. Left 4 short, into right 4, tightens over crest, 30. Caution, right 3 slippy, tightens over crest, 50 bumpy. Left 4 medium, into right 3 opens. Into caution, flat left, tightens 4 over bump, 40. Keep middle for jump over crest. And caution, brake for
It's
square
almost
right,
undrivable
through
at
gate
the
into
moment.
left
Almost
4, right
undrivable.
5 danger, tightens over crest.
I can't even drive it like this at all. It's
Left 5 into bump, over right
frame
3,
rate is
50.
tanked. Oh, well, we're having technical problems now, viewers. So I think what I'll do is I'll call it a day on the stream today, and I'll something's gone wrong with a PC. It was working fine earlier, and I don't know what's going on. I'm going to see if I can figure out what's happened to my data. I mean, the PC was working perfectly, and it seems that we're having some technical problems. I do, Nonny. It's impossible to drive. Something's just gone wrong on the. Something's gone wrong on the PC, and it's unfortunately. Yeah, I'm getting that as well. So I'm gonna. I don't know why it started. The stream's been running perfectly tonight, and I don't know. See if we can figure it out. I think it might be low on disk space or something. Sorry. think it's because I did a recording of the stream, and I've been trying to see if the video. It's only just started recording. I think a PC reboot is the answer, and I think that is something that we'll have to wait until Wednesday. So an unsatisfactory end to the stream, but we've had some good driving tonight. I'm quite pleased with how some of the driving has gone. I've enjoyed it tonight, and I will try it again. Oh, hang on. More people are. No, it's been running okay for me up until just now. So it was working fine, and now I've had my PC's just suddenly decided no. So I will investigate this off stream, turn it on and off again, tinker with some things, check what programs are running, see if there's a download going on I'm not aware of, something like that. Perhaps there's a program running. And I'll just go through everything just to make sure we're not overloading the PC in some way. We're running a 44% CPU right now, which isn't too bad. If we were running more than 50, 60, but we're not running that much CPU. It's very strange. I mean, it was running fine on Japan, wasn't it? I think it depends by the stage. Just do Argentina. We'll do an Argentina. Go on, let's do an Argentina just to finish off. It's frustrating when you're streaming and it all goes a bit technical, it all goes a bit wrong. Let's try this. Again, we haven't done Argentina with the Toyota yet, so this has been good. This has been good, viewers. I've enjoyed it. It's running better now, so it's definitely running better now. The stream is recovered. It was like maybe a memory issue. Could be Epic. Let's see how we get on now then. Here we go.
30, left 2 for right 5. And left
No,
2
frame rate's
tight,
still
don't cut
tanking.
in right, don't cut.
Frame rate's still all over the place.
Into left 3 long.
As soon as the
into
game
right 2,
started,
don't
the
cut.
frame rate dropped. Oh, what's just suddenly happened? It was working fine.
And hairpin left into hairpin right.
It's not playable. It's not playable. And on that note, viewers, I'm going to have to leave it tonight because unfortunately I'm going to have to sort out what's going on there. I don't know why my frame rate has suddenly just decided to die.
And
I
hairpin
can't
left
even
for
play
right
it.
3, keep middle.
It's all over the place. You guys are probably seeing that at home to an extent. It's, I'm turning in and it's juddering for
And
me.
left 2, opens, bumping.
I mean, I can drive it to an extent, but
Into right 2 and hairpin right.
it's sending me off the track, sending me off.
Into left 4, tightens. Into right 3, narrows, definitely don't cut.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Right, that's it. It was all working fine to this point, wasn't it? It was all going fine, and unfortunately we're having some technical issues. So on that note, I'm going to have to end the stream then, viewers. Well, Gary, I think, it's been a couple of hours. I'm a bit tired. So I thought it was like the last thing I was going to do, and it's going to, till Kenya. It was all going well until Kenya. And then we got to Kenya, and I couldn't see well enough. It was really overcast. It's like it just went blackness on the horizon. As you couldn't see where I was going, basically. I just got darkness. And the headlights weren't illuminating. It was just as if you had your headlights off. Yeah, thank you, Olivier. Thank you. I will keep working on it. I will. As I say, this will get better. As soon as I can connect the Xbox Series X to my PC for streams, all of this will improve. It will all go away. It will all be. Everything will improve in terms of quality. So that will come in the next few weeks when they do the update for the new consoles. I'll change my wheels over and everything's going to be sorted. Well, that's it for tonight, Monday viewing. I hope you've all enjoyed it tonight. We've had a few technical problems to finish with, but I hope you've enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the racing. Thanks to Gary, Olivier, Jonathan, you know, a few of you guys who have tuned in tonight to enjoy the various chat. LCK, Greg, I really appreciate it. And Lido was hovering earlier as well, said a brief word. So that was nice to have him here as well. So that's it. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Enjoy your gaming, and I'll decide what I'm going to do on Wednesday. Maybe something a bit different. I don't know. Wait and see. But that's it from me for now. As ever, set ourselves up, and more soon.
Welcome to Victory Lane.